So we finally got an episode with number 1. I hope this isn't the only episode she's in. She was only a brief part of the beginning of this one. I thought Rebecca Romijn was great. I thought she played number 1 pretty closely to how Majel Barrett played her. It wasn't exactly the same, of course, but the way Anson Mount plays Pike isn't exactly the same as how Jeffrey Hunter played him either. I kinda like that she's still just called number 1 and they haven't given her an actual name. I like that it preserves a bit of mystery about her. I like that she was carrying one of the really old school pads. While Discovery has made a lot of changes to how various things from this era look, there's quite a bit of consistency when it comes to the smaller props. The phasers look like old phasers, the tricorders look like old tricorders, and now we have a pad that looks like an old pad. It seems like this season is trying to bring things a little closer to canon in general. One of the first things that number 1 mentions is how the holographic communication system has been malfunctioning, and Pike orders it to be taken out and for the crew to switch back to using view screens. I think that's all great. This episode is also another example of a really classic feeling story. There's a mysterious object that has the Enterprise captive and they have to figure out what it wants. It reminds me of the TNG episode Galaxy's Child. I have a few questions, though. Saru has a cold, or thinks he has a cold, but the transporter can detect and remove viruses from people's bodies, so that's weird. Maybe it only removes viruses that are not endogenous to a particular species, rather than all viruses. Anyway, it looks like they finally revealed why we don't see the spore drive in any later series. Turns out traveling through the mycelial network is really bad for its ecosystem. I thought the stuff with Saru was kinda silly. He's not going to be able to use his ganglia to sense danger anymore, and I hope his newfound sense of empowerment doesn't make him annoyingly cocky.